Hello and welcome back. Today we're diving into the beautiful topic of friendship. Friendship is one of the greatest gifts we can experience in life, but being a great friend requires a mindset of compassion. Selfish friendship is not true friendship. Jesus is the ultimate example of what it means to be a friend. In John 15, he tells us, "There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for a friend." This kind of love isn't about being the most liked or having fun in our way. It's not about being in a cool group that keeps others out. True friendship requires sacrifice and a genuine concern for others. It's about thinking of others, not just ourselves. Being friendly, or friendliness, is loving others as God loves us. Proverbs 17:17 reminds us a friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in time of need. This loyalty is at the heart of what it means to be a true friend. One powerful way we can express our friendship is through hospitality. Hospitality is taking care of others, offering them care and comfort through kind words, a meal, or a safe place to rest. But here's something more important. God doesn't ask us to show kindness and hospitality only to those who are kind or good to us. He says, when you put on a luncheon or a banquet, don't invite your friends, brothers, relatives, and rich neighbors, for they will invite you back, and that will be your only reward. Instead, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind. Then, at the resurrection of the righteous, God will reward you for inviting those who could not repay you. We're even asked to take care of strangers, people who are different from us. When we live this way, showing love and care to others, including strangers, we are loving the way that God loved us. Now, kids, you should always ask parents before talking with strangers, but you can also lovingly remind your parents that when we help strangers, we may be helping people who are even more amazing than we expected. Hebrews 13:2 says, "Don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, for some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it." Now, let's look at an incredible example from nature: the relationship between clownfish and sea anemones. At first glance, this pairing might seem odd. One is a colorful fish, while the other looks like a living clown wig. But there's more to their relationship than meets the eye. The sea anemone has stinging tentacles that scare away predators. However, clownfish are special. They have a protective mucus coating that allows them to swim among these tentacles without getting hurt or stung. In return for safety from predators, clownfish help keep their anemone homes clean by eating harmful parasites. This friendship teaches us that even those who look different can work together and serve one another. Just like clownfish and sea anemones rely on each other for protection and support, we too can help build friendships that care for one another. Another fascinating example comes from capybaras, large rodents known for their friendly nature. Capybaras are the largest of all the rodents, and they've been called friendly because of how they seem to lounge about with other types of animals. At times, they even take naps next to caimans, the aggressive alligator-like reptiles of South America. Researchers have wondered why capybaras aren't afraid of those predators. Many of them think that their confidence comes from their strong social bonds within their own groups. And this teaches us an important lesson about friendship. When we have confidence in our value and protection from God, we can be more loving and generous in our friendships with people who look very different and act very differently from us. Just as capybaras are unafraid because they feel safe in their community, we too can approach friendships with confidence when we know we are loved by God. When we think about friendship, our first thoughts often revolve around what we want: protection, love, fun, and popularity. And while these things aren't wrong, they shouldn't be our first focus when we're building friendships. Instead, we should approach friendships with our hearts ready to care for and help others. Now, there's an important warning about friends. You have to be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Good friends help us move towards good things, and bad friends move us towards bad things. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. So we need a good core of friends that we can count on for encouragement and accountability. Let's call this a circle of confidence. People who we trust and who help guide us towards godliness while reminding us of what's good. And in this circle of confidence, we need Jesus, our greatest friend, right there in the middle. But we also want to love those who are different and care for strangers, as we talked about earlier. We'll call this our circle of care. We want to continue to serve and love those who need care. We don't want to look to them to know how to live or know what's important, but we still invite them and care for them. Like Jesus, we can be friendly to everyone while finding our worth in God's love. As we build these friendships, both in our circle of confidence and our circle of care, we get to practice hospitality towards others, including strangers, and become vessels of God's grace in this world. Until next time, keep fueling yourself with God's love and truth.